My name is Shanse, and I am a 15-year-old who has, over the past couple of months, I have been delving super deep into aging. Because there is one process that everybody goes through, and that is aging. Whether we like it or not, the passing of time affects all of us. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the complexities of the whole entire aging process? Well, through this presentation, I will walk you through the psychology and the science behind the aging process. So aging is this natural process of the mind and the body. Essentially, it takes into account different factors that include your genetics, your lifestyle, and different environmental factors that all kind of manifest together in order to change your appearance, reduce your physical and cognitive function, and ultimately it makes you more susceptible to different diseases such as cancer, arthritis, and diabetes. And if you look at one of the most prevalent chronic illnesses, which is cancer, cancer patients over the age of 55 account for 75% of cancer deaths. And this is because as you age, your immune system weakens, which means that your body isn't able to detect and fight off the different cancer cells. And so now, instead of going through that lengthy and time-consuming process of chemotherapy, there is a better way to prevent age-related diseases entirely, and that is caloric restrictions. Now, this new dietary manipulation is not very difficult. You are basically just reducing the amount of calories that you are intaking by 30 to 40%, and instead of habitually eating, you are not going to be going through malnutrition or reducing the amount of nutrients that you contain, but instead you are just going to be limiting the amount of calories. And this overall leads to an increase in your lifespan. It prevents your susceptibility to different age-related diseases, and it ultimately has a positive impact on your overall health. So now, whenever I think of calorie restrictions, I like to associate it with the gas pedal of your car. Now, whenever you press the gas pedal of your car, you are signaling to the engine that you want your car to move forward. It's similar to whenever you eat. You are providing the energy to your body in order to allow you to be energized for the rest of the day. But if you are consistently pressing that gas pedal of your car, then what you are doing is you are damaging the engine. Just like if you are intaking too many calories, you will be preventing and limiting a lot of your body functions. But now, if you were to limit the amount of calories that you are intaking, it would be like pressing the brakes of your car, which essentially just prevents the engine damage from occurring. Because if you are limiting the amount of calories, you are limiting the harm on your body. So now, let's go into what happens when you eat. So every single time you eat, your food is broken down into glucose, which is a type of sugar that is the primary source of energy for your body. But an excess in glucose also leads to insulin. And insulin is one of the key contributors to different age-related diseases, such as diabetes. So when you are eating, you are increasing the amount of glucose that is in your body, which produces insulin, and insulin is harmful. Now, this does this through three key processes, starting with glucose metabolism. So whenever you are intaking your glucose, what ends up happening is that the sugars are produced, and it leads to insulin. It leads to an increase in insulin. And when insulin is produced, it leads to something called AGEs. And AGEs are what causes these age-related diseases. The next one is reactive oxygen species. Now, what reactive oxygen species are is they are this harmful molecule that essentially leads to oxidative stress, which is one of the key contributors to a decrease in your lifespan. And when you have a lot of chronic oxidative stress, then your body is unable to fight off different viruses, and a lot of your cells are now infected and harmed. And the last one is insulin resistance. So with chronically high insulin levels, instead of actually being able to fight different age-related diseases, you are more susceptible to them because now you have inflammation and your DNA is changing at a rapid pace, leading to different cell deaths, which is one of the key, like I mentioned, contributors to aging. And so When you are limiting the amount of calories that you are intaking, not only are you reducing the glucose levels in your body, but you are also accounting for different signaling pathways. One of them is the rapamycin pathway, also known as the TOR pathway. Now essentially, the TOR pathway is used for protein synthesis, so it is able to protect your fat and your DNA and your genes and allow you to age very gracefully. And this is just one of the many cellular pathways that are included in the aging process. And instead, when you are activating these cellular pathways, what you are doing is you are switching your cells from being growth cells, which means that they are dividing at a rapid rate and dying, to now maintenance cells, instilling processes such as autophagy, which is the DNA collection, and it removes all these harmful molecules from your body. And this allows your cells to be regulated in a state of homeostasis, allowing you to live longer and healthier and happier. So now, if you were to instill caloric restrictions into your daily routine and habitually eat 30 to 40% less, you would be able to increase your lifespan by 10%. So next time you want to grab that last slice of pizza, remember that you are decreasing your lifespan. So it's important to opt for this balanced and healthy diet in order to ultimately live longer and healthier. Thank you.